There were many calls for change from the streets of Louisville last summer, and now those calls are becoming proposed changes to law. State Rep Attica Scott is working on 3 bills to address criminal justice issues connected to the summer protests. Here's Tyler Emery.
Representative Attica Scott was arrested here at the downtown public library back in September while protesting and faced felony charges, which were dropped weeks later. But it's through that experience that Scott says made her realize she wants to make changes to how police handle protests.
After her experiences throughout protests last summer, Representative Attica Scott is now co-sponsoring 3 new pieces of legislation with Louisville Representative Lisa Wilner.
Policy change is one way that we can transform our communities.
The first legislation Wilner calls the Demilitarization Bill seeks to ban law enforcement agencies from receiving military surplus equipment. It would also require de-escalation and crisis intervention training equal to the number of hours for deadly force training.
We have traumatized people walking all over this city, traumatized at the hands of police overreach against protesters merely showing up to exercise their First Amendment rights.
The bill also aims to limit the use of rubber bullets and other chemical agents during demonstrations. And lastly, also outlaw the use of kettling, which is when law enforcement corrals a crowd without allowing them to disperse.
We saw many instances over the summer of police grouping protesters into a small area, and people were arrested, were brutalized, were hit with batons.
The second bill focuses on live streamers, aiming to clarify recording police activity in public spaces is legal, and police cannot stop an individual filming their activity, including by arrest.
It is obviously every citizen's right to film police officers performing their public duties.
The third and final bill looks to change language in Kentucky's rioting and lawful assembly statutes to redefine the charges. Wilner will file the new bills on Monday in Frankfort.
These bills may still face an uphill battle in the General Assembly. Republicans do have a supermajority in both the House and the Senate. For the Night Team, I'm Tyler Emery.